right, I'm in Council Bluffs, Iowa. If you don't believe me, there is the horseshoe sign. It's kind of lit up so you can't really see, but you can see the horseshoe at the top. So believe me. Worst month of 2024. Ace. I met Ace in Vegas last year. He was also with his friend Spanky. There was a third friend. I don't remember the third friend's name actually, because Ace and Spanky are much more memorable. But Ace asked if I could talk about my best month of 2024 and my worst month of 2024. Decided to split the information between YouTube and Patreon. So if you want to go to my Patreon page and scroll down a little, the January 27th post. Every Monday there was a free post if you want more poker content. If you want poker content in print, not audio-visual form, free post every Monday. So the January 27th post covers some details about my best month of 2024. I'm going to talk to you about my worst month of 2024. First, put a qualifier on it, because there are months where I play like single-digit hours. July was like that. A big chunk of July was the Orleans series, and then I did basically nothing for the week after. And the final week of July I played very little. So I put a 100-hour minimum on the months. I looked at the months I played at least 100 hours, and the worst, interesting that I'm doing this in Council Bluffs, because the worst was in Council Bluffs. I got into Council Bluffs August 31st last year, and it was September. So I was in Council Bluffs from August 31 through September 30. So forget that first day, which was August, but all 30 days of September I was in Council Bluffs. And need to go to the graphics. I made graphics for this, a nice graph. So let's go to that. Okay, September 2024, profit loss in graph form across the horizontal axis, the x-axis, hours, across the vertical axis, the y-axis, dollars. So let's look at a few chunks of this. And at the start, here we go. Things started off pretty well. I remember the first big win that you see right there at the beginning. What happened? Boat versus trips. That was the big hand that night, but there were several good nights in there. Things started off well, and then things went poorly. This wasn't that like abnormal. There really wasn't much to it. Some runouts didn't work with me, and I wasn't winning a lot of hands. Nothing too crazy there. Don't remember much of this nice big win in the middle. I remember looking back, it was like a $520 win. Don't really remember it vividly, but it happened. Then the end was bad. A lot of runouts were going poorly, and often that makes my play worse. So my play definitely wasn't there. The fact that I just lost every hand I played under every circumstance was making things worse, though. They were like making each other more severe in a sense. And yeah, it ended poorly. So ultimately, on the right side, the numbers lost $163, but the volume was solid. 184 hours and 22 minutes. And if you remember, if you're an avid follower of the channel, mid-September, that's when Herbs and Rye came to town to play some events. The World Series of Poker Circuit was around here, or actually right here, not around here. It was actually right here in Council Bluffs. So things were going well. Herbs and Rye came to town, jinxed everything, and that was pretty much the end of it. So there you go. Minus, what was it, minus 164? I don't know, you just saw it on the graphics. Volume was great though, about 184 hours. So yeah, had some promise at the beginning and then just didn't work out the way it was trending, but there you go. Worst month of 2024, and yeah, maybe I'll do that next year also. Who knows? But yeah, again, if you want the details of the best month, the January 27th Patreon post, and here are some more specific details if you want to be a free member and see some more free content on my Patreon page. Glad you enjoyed the video. If you want more free poker content and or print poker content as opposed to audio visual, feel free to go to my Patreon page, sign up as a free member, and you will see every free Monday post on my Patreon page. Here's how to do it. any video of mine that you're watching, below the video, you will see this gray box. It has some information, how many views the video has. It has when the video was published. It has some hashtags. If you scroll down a little, this is all you can see of the gray box at first glance, but on the bottom right, you see the word more. You could click on more. You could drop it down so that you see everything in this gray box, the description of the video, and one of the things is the link to my Patreon page. Clickable link. You could click right there on the words Vegas Poker Nomad. It will bring you to my homepage on Patreon. You could sign up to be a free member and you will see every free Monday post if you want some more poker content or if you just want some poker content in print form.